What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here, and I thought, what better way to end off my night than to get back onto the awesome sauce of My Hero Academia, man. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I'm going to do a triple right here to these next couple of chapters. Just to get myself back in the groove of things, back in the My Hero Academia mood, you know, with the awesome sauce going into like summer, because I gotta get back into the My Hero Academia that groove and back into that Promised Neverland groove. So since I've seen that a lot of you have been requesting from My Hero for the continuation of My Academia catch-ups, we'll most certainly continue that right now, man. And I just finished rereading the chapter that I last ended off on, chapter 122, and ending off right here with the big three, man, with right here with the Pit Boy up front. So let's continue right into the awesome sauce of chapter 123 of My Hero Academia. A huge shout out once again to my boy White Bear Beppo for providing me with this site that does not kill my computer. So at the very least, My Hero Academia reactions will be free for the time being of you know, things killing my computer. And also in this time that I've been away, I've been I deleted a whole bunch of stuff off my computer, so it's been running a bit smoother. Like I can't even run Adobe After Effects. If you guys know what program that is, it's an animation program that takes up a lot to run, and it lags a lot, but I've been able to run it pretty smoothly as of late. But let's get right into the awesome sauce, man. I don't know why it's so hot in this house. Maybe it's because I'm still sweating from the One Piece chapter earlier, but it's hot, man. It is hot, son. Let's go ahead and get right into the awesome sauce. They're UA's top students. You know, she looks like an extremely interesting individual as well, and so does he over here. He reminds me a lot of Sasuke type of Uryu type of dude, while she reminds me, I don't even know. Yeah, she kind of gives off like a Bleachish type of vibe, but I don't know. It's quite odd. But let's get right into the awesome sauce. They're UA's top students, the Big Three. In other words, Japan's top hero candidates. I love this panel right here. Horiko Shikoe. Number 123, Invincible. Those guys, I'd heard that they were kids like that, but the Big Three! I can't get over that name. They really don't look like it though, right? They've even got a real looker with them. I only saw his face before, so I didn't realize it, but now I remember. Last year when I was watching the sports festival on TV, WTF, and he's like shook. Is he taking off his clothes? My boy is nude. There was some guy that didn't even get any decent scores, but he left a strange impression on me. My boy took off his freaking clothes. My boy said, screw that, man. Hey, we're going full on commando out here, man. We're gonna start streaking across the field like me whenever the Eagles win the Super Bowl, bro. That's gonna be me. So this man right here proceeded to, but why? Was it just out of nowhere? I'm sure the other two didn't finish among the upper ranks either. The UA Big Three, huh? And it's such an interesting group. Look at how long her hair is. Such an interesting, because they're all so different from each other. You know, it's odd. Like him right here to the left, the Pip Boy. He like has like that strong baby face, like that strong baby face that, you know, that you could leave your company in charge of your company. You know, the one that you could send to do interviews. Like he's like your company guy. And then the one in the middle right here, she looks like she has like that devious type of smile. Like there's more to that smile than what actually meets the eye. And then him over there on the right, I don't know whether he just doesn't care, whether he's lazy, or not really lazy, but like he just gives off like that certain vibe of he doesn't want to be there. But I feel like whenever he actually puts his mind to it, he's a beast. He gives off like that sort of vibe just off of the initial impression of the way like he's slumped over with like his back scrunched over and whatnot. I wonder what kind of heroes they are. Could you all give a brief self-introduction? Here we go. Let's start with Amajiki. Which one's Amajiki? And then this dude, the Sasuke dude? And he glares. Yeah, well, that glare by itself got everybody shook. Such intensity with a single glance. Whoa. Yo, and he's still glaring hard. It's no use. MIRIO, Hado, no matter. MIRIO, Hado. Is that their names? MIRIO and Hado? No matter how much I try to imagine them as potatoes, everything except their head stays human. So I can only see them as potatoes. My boy's trying to imagine everybody has potatoes. What should I do? The words won't come out. My mind's gone blank. This sucks. I want to go. What is this dude? He's one of the top of the Department of Heroes, right? Hey, hear that, Amajiki? They call that being a chicken. Yep, even though you're a human. Weird, right? What? They call that being a chicken. Yep, even though you're a human. That's weird, right? So she's one of those that takes everything literally. Like she takes everything literally. Is that what it is? This guy's the chicken, Amajiki Tamaki, and I'm Hado Nejire. We were requested to come here and talk to you all about the internship. So that means the pit boy, his name is MIRIO, right? Is that what it was stated on the other page? Hado Nejire, Amajiki, and MIRIO. But hey, by the way, what's with the mask? You sick? Is it a new fashion? Is it in? She asked if it is a new fashion. Is it in? Well, a while back. Oh, you are Todoroki, right? What's with that burn there? So she's one of those people that just speaks. She does not think. She just immediately just states or just says whatever immediately what comes into mind. And it looks like she notes very little specific details when it comes to certain things, which honestly could be a very, very valuable quality when it comes to being a hero. You know, noticing certain quality or noticing like certain things that could be wrong, certain things that could be off, the smallest of details. So I can see why she's considered to be one of like the tops. Well, that's Ashido. If your horns break, do they grow back? Can you move them? Can you? She's just asking everybody everything. Mineta, are those ball-looking things your hair? Then how do you get a haircut? She's a natural airhead, so cute. She's like a kindergartner. You're saying you're interested in my balls? This man Mineta, bro. This man Mineta's insane. Asui, are you a tree frog? You're not a toad, right? Everyone to look at. So interesting. It's weird. You know something? It's like she's asking the questions that like we all deep down, ask ourselves. Because you know how sometimes like we look at somebody and we see like a certain thing and you wanna ask them like the backstory, like what is the reasoning for that, whether it's like a necklace, a bracelet, a tattoo, or even just like someone's features, like hairstyle. It makes you want to ask like certain things. Like it's curiosity, like a lot of mass curiosity. Like my little brother. My little brother asks questions for everything. He always asks why and how are things done. So that's actually a really, really good analogy here by Ashido, asking about like, or basically saying that she's like a kindergarten. That's so true. That's so true, and I would dare say that it goes even beyond that, because, well, how do I put it? As a kindergartner, of course, that is the way that you ask. You're always asking. You ask questions verbally, but even as an adult, man, like we ask ourselves some questions, but then we just sometimes, or at least most of the time, especially if we're not, if we don't really know the person, we'll just keep it to ourselves. The questions that we really want to ask. So, but she doesn't care. She goes to random strangers and just be like, what is that? What's the reasoning for this? Can you do this? And that type of stuff. So, that's pretty interesting. Hey, Ojiro, can you tail support your whole body? Hey, answer me. I want to know. You three really lack rationality, huh? Please, do not fret, Eraserhead. For I'm the main actor today anyway. This guy is the Hulk Hogan of this series, dude. Just in the way that he speaks, in the way that he is, he's like, yeah. Like all in different motions right here. Their journey ahead is... He really is like the Hulkster. My boy's Hulk Hogan. He's coming out here, man, with a dun 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 dun. When it comes crashing down, it all hurts inside. My boy walks into the ring, steps in between the ropes. Yeah, man, he's listening for the cheers. He's listening for the cheers. Look at this. If you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. I'm telling you, bro, he's the Hulkster, bro. My boy put his hands in the back here. He's posing. He goes, let me hear it. The journey ahead is... This dude is extremely interesting. I mean, I was already interested last chapter. Journey? Rife with difficulties is what you're supposed to say. Okay, everyone. Totally failed to get the point. These three guys are pretty interesting. All three of them are weirdos, aren't they? They're called the Big Three, but they're kind of, well, they don't give off that feeling at all. Don't underestimate them at first, man. Don't never underestimate anybody, because I guarantee you that it's because these three are like this that they're considered the top three heroes. You know, because it's blaring. Like they're what we consider to be weird, what we consider to be sort of negatives, are blaring. Like they are out there. So I guarantee you that their inner motivations have to be out of this world, man. Like just their reasoning for doing what they do and for wanting to be heroes has to be insane. Where your faces say you have no idea what's going on. The internships, which aren't even mandatory, are to be explained by these seniors that just suddenly showed up. It makes no sense, right? It actually sounds like he's actually like speaking in a regular tone here. You've acquired your provisional licenses as freshmen, I see. This year's freshmen are rather enthusiastic, aren't they? Yo, what kind of facial expression is this, man? It's like a shadow just overwhelmed like the entire scene. You see half of his face covered by a shadow, like the way that Horikoshi structured the panel. Makes him seem like he's like he's about to have a heel turn or something, man. Yeah, I see. It seems as though my introduction has crashed and burned anyway. MIRIO? So everyone here, let's go and fight! You versus me! Let's go and fight. Huh? Having them experience our experiences with their own bodies is pretty rational, right? How's that for a Eraserhead? Oh man, dude, I have a feeling that these guys, like, all the freshmen are about to get wrecked. Do as you wish. Right? Gymnasium Gamma. And they're actually about to do it. Seriously? Seriously serious? MIRIO, you should stop this now. This man is still looking over at the wall? My boy's had his head in the wall for a minute. Just giving a textbook. This is what it is, so it'll be very valuable to you. Should be fine. So far away, it's not like each and every one of them has that burning desire to rise up in the world. Don't make it so they can't get back on their feet again. Yo, man. It seems like he's actually, like, afraid of what he's about to do to them. Like, look, he even goes back, just going back on what he's saying, just giving a textbook, this is what it is, so it'll be very valuable to me, should be fine. It's not like each and every one of them has that burning desire to rise up in the world. Don't make it so they can't get back on their feet again. He's basically trying to say, don't crush your hopes and dreams. Man, yo, how strong is this MIRIO dude? How strong is the Hulkster? Ah, listen, did you know? A while ago, there was this kid that got super discouraged. Then they gave up on being a hero, so they caused a bunch of problems. Did you know that? It was really tough on Tugata. You've got to think carefully, or it'll be super hard on you too. Like really tough, you know? Tugata. Please stop that. She's messing around with the freaking words. Wait a second, you gave us a handicap, but we've been practicing fighting against pros. We've also experienced fighting villains. Is the real reason you're that worried about us? Because you just see us as small fries? Mm-hmm. Hey, my boy says straight up, mm-hmm. Yeah, I see you guys as small fries. You can come at me wherever, whenever. So who's up first? Me. I'd like to go. Yo, Izuka Kirishima were like, man, let's do this. Let's do this, man. Bring it on. Not like you, Midoriya. Yeah, that's true, right? Izuku's usually like the last person that wants to do something like this, but not right now. He's the first. He's the first. My boy said, let's go. I'm going to leap over the 3-day gap and catch back up. That's right. He's motivated right now. He's motivated to catch back up to where all the other students are. Other problem child. Sounds great. You've got quite the enthusiasm as expected. One of UA's top students. To think that I could ask to fight with him, I couldn't wish for a better opportunity right now. How big is the gap between me and the top of UA? And here we go. He gets right down into position. Close range unit will close in on him all at once. Thanks ahead of time for your guidance. Okay, senpai, let's do this! And there goes Midoriya going right in there like swimwear. He took off his clothes? Just like he did whenever Izuku was watching him on the monitor? No, I'm mistaken. His clothes are being absorbed into his body. Hold on, let me go to the next page. Hey, your clothes just came off. Oh, my apologies. The fine tuning's a tad difficult, you know. You're full of open. His hand. Oh, yes, going back to exactly what was going on earlier in the whenever we first met him in the last chapter. Whenever he was phasing through the walls. So you can't hit the dude, and you see that his hand goes right through his face. He goes right through him. As I thought, it's a quirk that lets him slip through things. It's an amazing quirk. What should I do? The face? Really? And then he gets hit right in the face. But it just passes right through his head. What is his ability? He's gone. Righto! Long range attackers first! He warped! It's not just about passing through objects. What kind of overpowered quirk is this? That's what I'm saying. My boy's popping out of things, man. He's disappearing, getting right back, popping right back out. Mirio's quirk really isn't something you should ever be envious of. What you should envy is his skill, little freshman. So what he's saying here is that even though they think it's an overpowered quirk, it is actually a quirk that takes a lot of skill, is what he's saying here. 38 seconds. After being scouted, MIRIO fully devoted himself. It was an awesome panel from an art standpoint. Look at this. He wiped them all out? Hold on, let me go over here. MIRIO fully devoted himself to his internship under a certain hero. 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Then he was carefully cultivated. Okay, class, is a great opportunity to get beat into your bodies. That guy, as far as I know, Tugata MIRIO, is the man closest to being the #1 hero. And that's including the pros? This dude is even closer than Endeavor? Goodness gracious. As far as I know, Tugata MIRIO is the man closest to being the #1 hero, and that's including the pros. And he's just a student? Man, I still want to know what his quirk is. Seriously. Things pass through him. He's able to teleport to like at will, pop up behind people, and they can't hit him. He's extremely skilled because he's wrecking all of them easily. And then I love what I already forgot what his name was. The Sasuke dude, the one who always puts his head on the wall. He stated that, they may think it's an overpowered quirk, but they shouldn't be envious of his quirk. Rather, what they should really be looking at is his skill, because his skill is really makes it work. So, man, that's interesting. I like this dude though. He's quite an interesting character. I like all three of them, honestly. They're very, very intriguing personalities. Let's go right into the next chapter. Man, dude, even closer than Endeavor? No way. He took out more than half of us in the blink of an eye. So he's the man who's the closest #1. And this is Todoroki saying it. Todoroki's pops, like he knows Endeavor, man. Aren't you going to join in? There's no way you'd lack interest in the #1 student here. I haven't earned my provisional license, so this is the time to be docile? Everyone got wrecked, bro. Nothing left but close quarters, kids. Yo, and that makes sense as to why he told them all. Even though they've all been in situations facing villains and even against pros, that's why he told them. He said, "Bring it on." I don't care who comes, whenever, wherever. It doesn't matter. He did all that in the blink of an eye, man. This dude. What the hell is that? I don't get it. I mean, the phasing is strong enough, but he can warp too? Doesn't that make him, invincible? Oh, stop. Invincible? With that one word, you've made the level you're all at exceedingly clear. Just as an amateur watches a pro's skills in action without truly understanding what he's supposed to be marveling at. What a line! With that one word, you've made the level you're all at exceedingly clear. Just as an amateur watches a pro's skills in action without truly understanding what he's supposed to be marveling at. That is one of the most that is true. That is one of the most factual and like just one of those statements that really that you just like, wow, that's so true. Type of quotes. Man, because that's facts. Like whenever you're in awe of something and the way that it is, but you have like no knowledge about it, like what exactly are you in awe of? Like you're in awe at the fact that you don't understand and that it looks incredible. Man, dude, that's a beast line. That is an awesome line, dude. If you can't understand at a glance how much effort MIRIO's put into becoming so strong, then they can forget about turning blows. There must be some kind of trick to it, guys. Yo, Izuku's not giving up. He's saying screw that. It doesn't matter whether he's warping through his phasing ability or the other way around. As long as he's making contact with his attacks, if we just focus on countering him, there should be moments where we can land our own hits on him. If we don't know what he's doing, then that just means we operate within what we do know. Make a hypothesis and search for a way to win. Yo, he doesn't even say anything because usually from what we've seen from him thus far, like he opens up his mouth and he's just like, what? Like in the last page, he was like invincible, but he doesn't say anything here. It's like yeah, they're catching on. Oh, thanks, bro. You're a beast. Right out of the house arrest, Midoriya. You see Izuku, he's like pumping him up, man. Go ahead, search away. And there he goes. He runs into the ground. My boy is swimming in the ground. I'm talking about some swimming in the ground, man. He sank through, and he pops up right here behind Deku. There he goes. Izuku turns around, goes at him with a kick. That's no reflex shot. You telling me he predicted I'd show up here? But I've got a killer move for you. And he goes over there to grab him. He puts his hand right through his leg. Blinding touch. He touches his eye, and then it passes through his face. And then he just swipes. Gotta tell you, most people think up the same sort of counter-based strategy. Right in the solar plexus. So I'm gonna make this a training session to hunt and destroy strategists. Did he just one-shot Izuku? Midoriya! And we see that he pops up right behind Lita like that. Yo, hey, about Tugata. Yoo-hoo, about Tugata. Hey, has he, like, gotten super strong or what? He's been strong since he was a kid, though. Yo, he's easily fodderizing all of the freshmen. He should learn some restraint. My boy has no restraints, man. He's doing all this and with optimism and with smiling. My boy's cutting promos while kicking some booty, man. If that ain't the pro wrestling mentality, I don't know what it is. He's posing. He's like, yeah. Posing towards the crowd with the... Yeah. Man, this dude is a beast. I took pains to come just shy of showing off the goods. Sorry about that, ladies. And, well, yep. Guess that's the gist of it. I don't even get why, but everyone just got off with a punch to the gut. You think my quirk's strong? You think my quirk's strong? Try way too damn strong. It's no fair when I think of my quirk. I mean, you can phase and warp. Are you like a hybrid, like Todoroki? Oh my god, I totally know his quirk. Oh my god, like, can I say it? It's called phase. It's Mirio's turn. She's raising her hand like she's in class. Nope, just the one. Phaser. And that warping, as you guys called it, works just the way you noted. What's the principle behind your warping? If I activate my quirk across my whole body, then I slip through any and everything. That's hacks, man. That's crazy. That's right, any and everything. That means the ground, too. My boy was swimming in the floor, man. Oh, then when you were sinking, you were actually falling? Yup, falling right through the ground. And when I release my quirk mid-fall, something very mysterious happens. You see, it looks like two objects with mass can overlap. And so I get shot right back out. In other words, I'm expelled from underground in an instant, and that's how my warping works. I can exploit it and adjust the angle and trajectory by how I pose and position my body. That sounds like by itself it took a massive amount of training. That sounds like an Earl glitch in freaking, I said Earl, in real life glitch. Perfect way to put it. He can phase through every attack and move anywhere he wants instantly. Anyway, you look at it, that's a strong quirk. It's not a strong quirk. I made the quirk strong. When it's activated, my lungs can't take in any oxygen. Really? When it's activated, he can't breathe? Since any air I inhale just passes through me. By the same token, my eardrums won't vibrate and retinas won't receive any light. I phase through everything. That means all I retain is my mass, without being able to sense anything around me. Are you serious? What? So he does not hear and he cannot see. He phases through everything. That means all I retain is my mass. Without being able to sense, he's not able to sense anything around him, apart from the sensation of falling. Goodness gracious! How much did he train to perfect that? Do you really understand? Because it works like that even if I'm only going through one wall. I activate everything except one leg. Deactivate the other leg and plant it on the ground. Then activate the remaining leg and pass through. A simple movement requires several processes. If that was me, the bigger the rush, the more likely I'd mess that up. I know, right? I'm there with you, bro. I'm there with you. Never mind that it'd be hard to move if you can't feel anything. Yep, sure enough, I fell behind in the blink of an eye. I dropped to the bottom of the barrel. My clothes dropped too. The one mistake I couldn't afford to make with this quirk is being too slow to pop back up. Predict faster than your surroundings, and occasionally you've got to use deception. But more than anything, I need to be able to predict. And the thing that makes a prediction possible is experience. Use the experience to put together your prediction. It was a tad long, but this was the real reason for our bout. Rather than words, I wanted to show you through experience. During the internship, we're no guests. We're one of the sidekicks. We're one of the sidekicks. We're there as actual pros. It's really frightening sometimes. You'll even be witness to deaths. However, all of those terrifying moments and tough times are top-notch experiences that you can't obtain at school. That's true. He brings up a good point there, man. I took all those experiences and I apologize. You know what I'm saying? And I took all those experiences I gained in the internship and made them my strengths. Then I grabbed the top spot. And that's why freshmen, even if it's terrifying, you have to do it. My boy's trying to get the morale up, man. He even speaks like a pro. He cleaned up that week and a half explanation in 3 panels. In 3 panels. Guess, huh? Guess the workplace experience thing did kind of feel like that. Yeah, they never let us face anything dangerous. It's nearly time to head back. Was there any point to us being here? Do you know? I'm glad we didn't do anything. Let's give MIRIO our thanks. That's true. They didn't even do anything. We didn't even get to see what they're all about. I do wonder what their quirks and abilities are. It's a quirk with a huge drawback when used to its fullest. But he's making use of the abilities he's got, and for that reason he's racked up experience and honed his prediction as a support skill. That's crazy, man. The top of UA isn't occupied by merely the strong. To Gotham MIRIO Senpai, you're someone who's become strong through blood, sweat, and tears. And that's truly what makes you respect them. You know, it really is. Whenever you see that someone worked hard to get to where they are. Thank you very much. Bet you didn't know I thought you'd go overboard and deal excessive damage back there, you know? But the fact that they're all fine made me think, man, what a guy. But oh man, that was close. My hot rod was. But any of those kids got your interest? They're on my mind, you know? So weird. I work my way through them, starting from the back of the pack. That's the basics of my usual strategy. But the aforementioned problem child analyzed that opener and moved according to his prediction. He seemed like he'd like Sir. He seems like he'd like Sir. Sir. He seems like he'd like Sir. Hold on, I don't understand. Analyze that opener and moved according to his prediction. He seems like he'd like Sir. So is Sir like a person? He seems like he'd like Sir. Yeah, it seems like he's talking about a person. And he's basing that off of the way that he was, and the way that he acted. Wonder what'll end up happening with the internship thing. They said they were still checking out their situation for the freshmen, The story of how Togata Senpai reached the top from Square Zero's kind of inspirational, and it is. It is. It truly is like the top quality of being a hero, because in order to be a hero, you need to boost everybody else around you's morale. You need to make them better, make them stronger. That's one of the most important things about being a hero. For the time being, I suppose we're waiting for Aizawa Sensei's go signal. What? Intern? Yo, my boy Gran Torino, man. Oh, well, I was wondering if you're taking any, Gran Torino. Looks like you've become quite the hotshot. I wasn't looking. Sorry, boy, but I'm tied up. I'm tied up in a separate case. There's no way I can watch over you too. Oh, that's right. You were just an untrained hack successor that nobody aside from me chose after this board. That's wild. It's because I'm this untrained hack successor. I want to do all I can to get closer to being the #1 hero, bro. And you see, he has the thought of Bakugo, man, going back to the amazing fight, bro. Don't go spouting off the obvious all cool like. If that's the deal, then discuss it with your direct mentor. He's practically breathing fire about all things education at the moment. But Aizawa Sensei told us to use connections we made during the sports festival. So somebody's basically ordered you to, huh? But All Might can introduce you to all sorts of people, no? For example, his former sidekick. Sir! Wait. Hold on. For example, his former sidekick. So now Izuku's gonna be under his sidekick? Hold on. All Might can introduce you to all sorts of people, no? His former sidekick. All Might's former sidekick? Sir, the perps are on the move, and wow, you're not looking any less plain today either, dude. Make your reports in a single breath. Sir, yes, sir, it seems the capo of the villain group are investigating villain named Overhaul. Oh yeah, this was the dude from the Watchmen chapter, from the chapter that was structured just like the graphic novel Watchmen. I remember this dude because I loved his design. Overhaul, villain named Overhaul. He has the Marty Skrull mask. Has established contact with the Villain Alliance. Yo, these guys were so cool. I really love that chapter. That chapter that seemed like the Watchmen thing. This Overhaul. Yo, Shigaraki! Evil heads joining together with the center color page coming next issue. Just had a nice chat, and what do you know? He's not such a bad guy. Tell me to let him talk to you. I know, what a creep. You've brought me quite the big shot, haven't you, twice? Wait, what did it say there at the end? Crap, hold on, previous chapter? What did it say there at the end? Embryos kicking in the womb, the internship arc. So this is the internship arc. So now Shigaraki's gonna be with the guys from that Watchmen chapter. They had really awesome designs, man. I love the Marty Skrull designs. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this up, put it on the video editor, and upload the footage that I have right now, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's continue the awesome sauce. Yo, this is a beast color page. Jump Comics number 125, Overhaul. Yo, this guy has a sick design in color. I love it in black and white, but look at this thing in color. Evil thrives in a world bereft of its symbol. My Hero Academia. Yo, this has gotta be safe. This is a beast panel. It was an amazing color page. Just look at it. This dude really has an awesome design, man. Let's continue. Oh, this one has it without the words. Even better. I'll keep them both. Alright. Here we go. Yo, we're gonna be seeing them. Looks unhygienic. This is the base? My man said it's unhygienic. I walked into a base talking about some, yeah, it's dirty in here, man. Yeah, you think we'd take you to our stronghold so quickly? This is where you'll be doing your interview. Give me a break here. It's so damn dusty in here. I'm gonna catch something. Don't worry, everyone's inside already. It's been, what the heck? Don't worry, everyone inside's already been ill for a while now. Like, yeah, that's supposed to make him feel better. He's the head honcho, huh? I see the villain alliance got a sense of irony. Man, greatness, right? Yo, Toga. That chapter, it was insane, man. What chapter was that again? 114, 115. Like whenever we found out that she was the one who was actually that one girl from that one school. That was insane. That was some goat stuff right there, dude. That was woo. That was some awesome sauce, man. But wow, here he is, right there in front of him. Hold on now, Sugar. You saying our head's a celebrity? I got Sensei to show me a picture of him once. They call him a gangster. The capo of the Eightfold Cleansers. Hold on. This is Shigaraki saying this. I got Sensei to show me a picture of him once. They call him a gangster. My boy's a gangster? He's a mafia boss? The capo of the Eightfold Cleansers. Eightfold Cleansers refer to 8 percepts of death. He's a gangster like a Yakuza? Whoa, girl, this is a first for me. Feels dangerous. My boy is Kazuya Kiryu in the gut. My boy's Kiryu, bro. Shout out to Yakuza, man. There's something that makes him different from us, I'm guessing? Alright, allow this old man to teach a high school dropout like you, would you... Allow this old man to teach a high school dropout like you, what you do? Like, is that even necessary to state? Back in the day, and look at the way she's looking at him. Back in the day, there was a whole slew of scary bands operating in the underworld. But then heroes hit their little heyday and laid them bare, dismantling them when All Might arrived on the scene. He made sure their age was all but over. The ones who managed to scramble away with getting their tails yanked back went on to live meager lives, constantly surveilled as villain wannabes. To put it simply, they're artifacts from a bygone era. Well, no faults there. So what brings a fine Yakuza scraping through life like you to our digs? Are you another one of those types who are feeling high off All Might's retirement? No, more so even than All Might's. It's All for One's departure that's really big. That's interesting. He was the emperor, the kingpin who ruled the entire underworld. My generation treated him like an urban legend. But the old-timers feared him with conviction, and when rumors floated of his demise, they only feared him more. That's the man who revealed himself, and then got thrown into Tartarus. In other words, the kingpin is now gone from both the light and the shadows. Holy flagnards, dude, he's right. Who'll be the next kingpin? Who'll the next kingpin be, I wonder? If you're saying you know who my sensei is, then you still dare to provoke me? I'm the next kingpin. Yo, Shigaraki's like, you trying to question, boy? He's right in front of you. I'm gathering up influence as we speak, and soon we're going to expand. And with that power, we're going to smash the head of this hero world, mark my words. You got a plan? A plan? Didn't you come here to make buddy-buddy with us? There's another term for a goal without a plan to back it up, and that's pipe dream. You present me with a pipe dream, I'm not going to be thrilled. Dang. This man proceeded to say that Shigaraki's statement that he's going to be the successor to a sensei, to All for One, is nothing but a pipe dream. He's like, listen, you're not convincing me here, man. You gotta show me some facts. You gotta show me something, a plan, something going on here. So what if you expand your forces? How are you gonna control them to begin with? What sort of organization are you aiming for? It starts with the hero killer Stain, man. Stain! And then it happened with the Glee killer Muscular. And the escaped death row inmate Moonfish. All three were first-rate pawns at your disposal, but you lost them all immediately, didn't you? Didn't know how to use them. Plus, you can't even handle the 10 you have remaining properly, and yet you're talking about expanding? What's the point of amassing power that you can't control? What's the point of amassing power that you can't control? In order to realize your goals, you need a plan. And I have a plan. I didn't come here to become one of you. Twice. Next time, confirm their intentions before bringing anyone here. Yo, Shigaraki said, man, like basically saying, who is this guy? Why is he here twice? Why did you bring this man here? It's like, if he's not joining us, then why is he here? Why do we need to listen to him? Yo, but this dude Overhaul is bringing up some facts. In order to realize your goals, you need a plan, and I have a plan. I didn't come here to become one of you. To execute the plan, I need boatloads of money. And the world isn't exactly overflowing with weirdos who'd invest in some outdated bunch of small-time gangsters. But if I had you, whose reputation was swelled far and wide with me, then it'd be a whole other matter. Come under my umbrella, boys, and I'll show you just how well I can use you all. And I love how he has his hands out. You know, basically, Rikoshi telling us that he would hold all of them in the palm of his hands, man. Come under my umbrella, boys, and I'll show you just how well I can use you all. And then I'll be the next kingpin. Go home. Sorry, gangster kid. We didn't join up like this to be under someone. Yo, Shigaraki told him straight up to go home, bro. And it looks like he jumps back. The other day, I got to meet up with an old friend. I tend to be shy and timid, but a girl who stayed friends with me even after discovering who I was once told me, folks who are bound by the chains of common sense always laugh at those who aren't. Folks who are bound by the chains of common sense always laugh at those who aren't. Kenny, you busted out in all your glory, didn't you? I can't muster the courage. And you see over here, so he's taking off one of his gloves. I'm here because I wanted to live without being bound by anything. We'll decide where we belong by ourselves. And then he touches him on his arm right here. Did he just explode? No way! He exploded! His entire upper half just off of that one touch? You guys fired the first shots. Magne! No way! I didn't expect that to happen in My Hero Academia. Did you see that? Everything from here on up was so damn dirty. That's why I hate this. Mr. Compress, stop! This guy's bad news. I'll imprison him. Compression. Might work. I can't activate it. Don't touch me. And he sends his entire arm blasted. Dude, this Overhaul dude. What is he? It's like he takes off the glove and what he touches explodes. Rub, rub, rub. And here comes Shigaraki. What is Shigaraki gonna do? Shield me. His squad showed up. Hold on, let me look over here. We see that he brings one of his squad members up here. They get taken out by Shigaraki's quirk. That was a close call, Overhaul. I see. It was fairly simple to foresee you do this from the start, and we see that all of his squad comes right in here as if saying like he never had the intentions. Just like I said before, of joining them. He just wanted to propose a plan, and if they didn't listen, it's time to take over. It's time to go into like swimwear. I'm still stressing the fact that he killed Magne, like just like that, with the touch, just. And then right there into the other one. He went out there with his hand, and all he did was swipe up his arm. His arm was erased, eradicated. What is this Overhaul dude, bro? Wait, we weren't followed here. Where'd they come from? This must be the work of one of their quirks. Too slow. I missed one shot, but it seems it was immediately effective. I wish to finish this without an incident, Villain Alliance. With the situation as is, any calm decision-making is broken down. Yes, whittling away at each other's forces is also unproductive. We each have one dead, so this is a good place to stop. Let's let cooler heads prevail and talk at a later date. Don't hold that extra one arm against me. My boy said he's gonna kill him. Like he said, don't hold that one extra arm against me, bro. I guarantee he's not feeling that. And all the pain he's feeling right here in his arm. Tomura, I can stab him, right? I'm gonna stab him. Yo, look at Shigaraki. No, don't, bro. He realizes the threat that this man Overhaul is. This Overhaul's a threat. Make him take responsibility. That was the wise choice, Handman. I won't say do it immediately, but sooner is better. Think about it, your organization and all of that. Call me when you've regained your composure. Yo, I really, really dig this Overhaul dude, bro. I really, really do. I dig him. The battle for hegemony intensifies. Come in, you two, come in. All right, kids, you ready to talk a few things over? All Might? Yo, All Might's here with MIRIO and with Deku. Interesting. And that's the end of the chapter. Man, dude. I was expecting them to come together, to, for Overhaul to come in and become like a new part of their squad, and then of course bring everyone else with him. But no, Overhaul's a leader. Overhaul is a leader. I loved that line that he stated, man, that it wasn't really All Might's retirement that pushed him to want to move. It was more like All for One's. Because now that position of being the kingpin is up for grabs, and he wants that throne. Yeah, I dig this Overhaul dude, bro. He's that my man is. He's a leader, but his quirk, dude. I didn't expect that to happen in this series. Like My Hero Academia, is it's had its bloody scenes and its crazy stuff, but I think that was the craziest things. One of the craziest things we've seen in the series thus far. No question. I mean, Eradicate, he blew up. Magnet blew up. I mean, it exploded. To where all we see on the following page is the feet with blood spurting all over the place. And in the bottom lower half hits the floor. Like, that's gory, man. I just didn't expect it to happen from MIRIO. And Overhaul, bro, you guys fired the first shots. So damn dirty, that's why I hate this. And he goes right in, wipes out his arm, goes right back. Shigaraki goes in. He uses one of his own men to shield him, so Overhaul's not one of those dudes that really cares for his own men. Because I was going to say he reminds me a little bit of Doflamingo, but Doflamingo would never do something like that. He actually uses one of his own men as a shield right here to shield him from Shigaraki's attack. And then he goes right in. So that's why he has gloves on, because whatever he touches explodes or gets eradicated, whatever. So whenever he has the gloves on, I'm going to assume that doesn't happen. He has to actually touch him with his actual hands. And he goes right in, right here in here, and his actual squad shows up right next to him. And I love how all of them have the same Marty Skrull old Doctor masks on. Such a cool design. I've always loved that design when it comes to certain characters. I'm trying to think of whether I should continue or not, man. That was a really, really good chapter. That was a really, really good chapter. I'm thinking that's a really good point to end on, because there might be a mass cliffhanger here in the next chapter. So I think I'm gonna end it here, like I originally intended to end it on triple. So yeah, man, this was some good stuff, man. First with MIRIO and finding just getting to know more of the big three, more of their personalities. They're all very, very interesting. But this guy right here, I didn't expect him to be the closest to be the #1 hero, even above Endeavor. That's crazy, man. It makes sense though. Just look at how powerful he is. Look at how strong he is. When they had the explanation of what he has to go through in order to activate his quirk, and how he must have perfected that, man. Oof. He has the qualities of a hero, man. He boosts people's morale. People get inspired by his story. He's a true hero, man. I mess with him, He's the Hulk Hogan of this series, aside from All Might, of course. And then he goes right in. We get to this chapter, and Overhaul, man. I love that color page. Overhaul goes over there to meet up with Stain and the squad. Toga, man. And then he eradicates Magnet. Just blows up. Flagnards. That's insane. So now, and then Overhaul told them that, what did he say again? Call me when you've regained your composure. And I'm pretty sure he is, right? Pretty sure Shigaraki is eventually going to call him because Shigaraki wants to expand. Shigaraki wants to, I'm going to assume, to continue, gaining allies, whatnot. So he probably is going to call back Overhaul in a little bit. Man, dude, but I'm digging it. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it thus far. So, because originally, whenever they showed this guy back in the Watchmen chapter, I thought he was gonna be like one of those dudes that like we would see every now and then. But no, it looks like he's an actual like he's gonna be important. He's gonna be important. So that's awesome. He got his own color page, for God's sakes. He looks very he seems to be extremely strong, man. When you're in an ability like that, that's crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing if we see him again. Um, by the time I catch up, I want to see more of this dude. We'll see. Hopefully we see him again in the next like chapters that I'm catching up to. But we'll see, man. We'll see. It looks like for right now we're still focusing on the stuff going down with the big three and whatnot, which I'm very interested in myself. The big three are really awesome with their personalities, and then of course I really want to know more about this MIRIO guy, man. He's an extremely interesting character, very very interesting character. So they're about to have a conversation here. They're gonna talk a few things over, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to that next time, man. Thank you all so much for being patient with me. I know that I haven't done a My Hero Academia video since I believe like 2 days before Christmas, which means it's been quite some time, man. I just want to thank you all for being so patient with me, and we're gonna continue down the awesome sauce. Expect some more regular My Hero Academia content to be coming here in the next few days. So happy to be back and reading the awesome sauce, man. To continue on the journey and the catch-up journey of the greatness. I will see y'all next time. I will see y'all in the comment section. Let me know what you all thought whenever you first originally. Well, actually, I don't want you to spoil me, but just let me know what you think about the content that was covered here. Yeah, man, this MIRIO dude is interesting, man. He really, really is. But yo, he's extremely interesting. Then I look back at Overhaul, man. I love that color page, man. There's just something about the doctor mask that just makes that entire squad just seem so cool. And the way that he was speaking a stain like that, man, is I dig it. I dig it, man. But I'll see y'all next time. My Hero Academia Awesome Sauce. I'll be back soon with some more greatness. Hopefully next week, and hopefully not just one video. I would like to at least get a couple sessions into My Hero Academia, but we'll see how things go down. I'm just happy that I was actually able to read it tonight, and hopefully I'll have this up by the morning. So thank you all so much for watching. And My Hero Academia Awesome Sauce. Looking forward to reading some more of the greatness, man. So happy to be back, and I can tell you what, man, I'm back in the My Hero Academia mood, bro. I'm ready to read some more greatness, and we'll see what happens from here on out.